What does it mean? Find out after a little light word history sponsored by the Tasting Room. And I know you're being kept awake night after night, wondering why there's disgruntled but no gruntled. Well, disgruntled is not built from the same blocks as pairs of words like discontent and content, or disagree and agree, where the dis suggests a kind of negative. The dis in disgruntled is actually an intensifier, meaning extremely gruntled rather than not gruntled. Gruntled being from a now obsolete verb, meaning grumble or sulk. Alright pedants, yes, gruntled is now in the dictionary, thanks to P.G. Wodehouse using it in his 1938 novel The Code of the Worcesters. You won't be disgruntled if you sign up for the Tasting Room, as it's the wine club that panders to your personal tastes. They'll send you a bunch of sample bottles of wine to try, you tell them which ones you liked, and then every quarter they'll send you a case of wines selected according to your flavour preferences.
So they knew what a word was. It hadn't been necessary to divide them up before then. But then all of a sudden the Anglo-Saxons and the Irish were coming at it as a second language, and they needed a little bit of help.
From 6th century Ireland, the craze for dividing words with spaces swept across the British Isles and thence Europe, as pilgrims and scholars on research trips took spaces to new places. But it took a while for writers really to master the space.
If you're reading an Anglo-Saxon manuscript, which is what I spend a lot of my time doing, the spacing's a bit patchy, and you can't go by their spacing.
They're just getting the hang of it.
Sometimes it's in the middle of the word, sometimes it's between two words, sometimes you'll get a string of words together, and they haven't quite, every scribe's different. And then that began to shift as reading became more private. You start to put in more things that help you to just make sense of it, rather than just to read it out blankly.
Well, that's going to do it for all of us here at Channel 4 News. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy.